Hello students, good morning to all. First of all, I want to welcome you all to the first online class of computer after the second periodical test. Dear students, as you all know uh, that the government has stopped the physical classes due to the arrival of the new variant of the coronavirus, that is the Omicron. So that's why we all have shifted to the online teaching mode. So it is my request to you that please all of you pay your cooperation to us, and whatever the videos we will upload over the school website regularly, you have to see it or go through that videos. You have to attend that lectures. Okay. So dear students, as you all know that we have already completed the syllabus for the second term exam of the computer of class 10, and in the last week, as you know, or we can say in the last class, I have started the revision of lesson 1. So that lesson 1, revision of lesson 1 will continue in today's class also. So students, this lesson 1 is the internet basics, and some terms and some topics of this lesson 1 what we have to study, that already I have told you in the class. So one time again I will repeat it, that what we have to learn in this lesson 1, internet. The first topic we will discuss in this chapter, that is the internet, world wide web. What is the triple w web server? This is in the syllabus. Web client we have to study it. We have to study websites, web pages, web browsers, blogs, news groups, HTML, web address, email address, how to download and upload files from a remote site, internet protocols like the TCP/IP protocol, which is the transmission control protocol, or the internet protocol, SMTP protocol, which is the simple mail transfer protocol, and POP protocol, that is the post office protocol. HTTP protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, HTTPS protocol, that is the hypertext transfer protocol secure. Remote login and file transfer protocols like the SSH protocol, secure cell protocol, SFTP protocol, FTP protocol, secure file transfer protocol, FTP file transfer protocol, SCP protocol, Telnet protocol, SMTP protocol, TCP/IP protocol. All these are in the syllabus. Okay, so and the services available on the internet, like the information retrieval from the internet, locating sites using the search engine, how we find any websites, how we find the people on the internet. Next is in the syllabus, that is web services, chat, email, video conferencing, e-learning, e-banking, e-shopping, e-reservation, e-governance, e-groups, social networking. All these are in the syllabus of this networking. Okay, in the term 2. And the mobile technology like the SMS, MMS, 3G, 4G. In it, and the HTML part, the syllabus for the second semester is the embed audio and video in HTML page. Create a table using the tags, table tag, way to study, TR tag, TH tag, TD tag, row span, column span, and the links, significance of the link, like the anchor elements, attributes of the anchor elements, href, mail to targets, and the CSS cascading style sheet, which we have just completed in the last week. In this CSS, what is in the syllabus? Color properties, background color properties, border style properties, margin, height, width, outline properties, and the font properties. Okay. So now students, we will start our discussion on the lesson 1, internet basics. Okay. So see, as you know, the students, the internet is a word which is used for the international network. Means the network of network. Internet is called a network of network, or we can say the international network. So if we connect all the different types of the network, like man network, LAN network. Man means metropolitan area network. LAN means local area network. WAN means wide area network. So if we connect all the different types of the networks, with each other, that is called the internet all over the world. If we connect the different types of network from one to each other throughout the world, that is called the internet. So this internet is the network of networks, means it is the connection of different networks. On over this internet, millions of computers are connected worldwide. And how they are connected? They are connected with the telephone lines or the cables, means so with the optical fiber cables. And these optical fiber cables connect what? These optical fibers cables connect different uh, MSCs, that is the mobile switching centers. Different types of MSCs in the districts are there, and each MSC is connected with the optical fiber cable to the different BTS, that is the base transceiver station, where you are seeing the different types of the towers. Okay, so each towers are connected to their MSCs. So now we will study about the internet and its components. So whatever our ideas and files and the information we share over the internet with the help of this cable only. And this internet service is provided by some companies that are known as ISPs, internet service providers, like the Vodafone, uh, Reliance Jio. All these are the BSNL. All these are the companies called the ISPs, internet service providers. So they are only providing us the internet services. So all the infrastructures, means all the OFC cable is led by these companies only. These companies only install different BTS and mobile switching centers. That is called the MSCs. Now, the internet and its components. So, what is this internet and what are their components? How this internet infrastructure is created? So, as you know, this network of computers consists two or more computers. Maybe the millions of computers are connected over the internet, and these connected computers can share information with each other. So, share information means they can share the files. So, file from one computer can be sent to the other computer with the help of the what? Network only. So in a small campus, or we can say in a small building, so if we connect with the help of the LAN cable, that is called the local area network, with the help of the LAN cable, we connect 4 5 computers. Now, if 4 5 computers are connected with the LAN cable, so the informations, that is the files from one computer to the other computers, can be transferred. Now, this internet is a broader network, and this uses some communication standards, some protocol it is used, that how the information will be shared, and some we can say the authentication, that who is using that internet, and some regulation, rules and regulation is used while transferring the files from one computer to the other computers. So some rules and regulations means here these companies, internet service providers who are providing you the services. So the government had given them some responsibilities, that they have to keep the account of the those persons, those internet users who are using their services, that they have to provide some identity. Now, as you know, if anyone is using the computers, so to their whatever the request they send over the internet, so these internet service providers provide some identity, and that identity is called the IP address. So your each request has a unique IP address, that is called the internet protocol. So with that IP address, so the servers, or we can say the internet service providers, identify you, that identify your request also, identify you or your request, that who has sent this request. So whenever the servers gives the reply, means the information, then they this internet service providers take the decisions, that to whom this information, to whom this file should be delivered. That file should not be delivered to any other persons. So that's why, to identify you uniquely, they give your request a unique address, that is called the IP address. And to your device, suppose with your device, laptop or computer or the mobile, which is connected over the internet, to your device, also each device has its Ethernet card, and this Ethernet card has a unique address. Each device has a Ethernet card, and that Ethernet card has a unique address, that is called the MAC address, which is called the media access control. So your device means your hardware is identified over the network with this MAC address only. So when the IP address is provided, so this IP address contains the MAC address also. So whenever any investigating agency asks the internet service providers that from which computer this request is generated, so they will be able to answer it by the MAC address. With the MAC address, they will give you the your location also, that from where place, uh, from which city, from which country this request is sent, and through which computer, what is its specification. So every information is in the MAC address, media access control. Okay. Now, the millions of computers, as you know, students, so the millions of computers worldwide are connected to the internet, okay? And this provides services to link businesses, so educational institutions and government agencies together. So, why these millions of computers are connected and how, why they are connected and what they provide the services? Because businessmen has so many companies across the world, like the multinational companies has uh, so many companies branches there in all over the world, so they want to link their businesses from one place. They want to monitor their all companies. So how they will monitor? Because for monitoring they need the information, no? They need the files of companies, what is going on day-to-day activities. So all such reports they wants to see by sitting at one place in the headquarter only. So this is only possible if all the computers present in that company will be connected with the head office. So the head office persons, whenever they want, they can access any file, they can ask any report, and by sitting there only they can control their all companies across the world. Okay. So now in this chapter we'll discuss about the internet, the triple W World Wide Web, and the use of the browser, web browser, servers, and the internet protocols. Okay. Now see the World Wide Web. What is this triple W World Wide Web? This triple W is also known as the web. Web means, as you can see, the web of the spider. So the spider create its web in such a way that if any insect passes through that area, it get entangled into that web. Now, so the movement of the spider on the web is very easily. So they have weaved the web in such a way that from at any point in any direction they can move very swiftly, and they can easily catch their prey, that is their insect. So similarly here in the World Wide Web, many servers are connected with each other, and this each server is called a web server, which contains millions of web pages. Okay, so the so whenever a request is sent by the client or by the any person with the help of the mobile or the computer, this request goes to the server. Now first that uh, request is entertained by the server 1, and it finds that the request for the web page what the user has made, whether that web page is present in my computer, in my server or not. If it is not present in that server, so server 1 will that transfer this request to the other connected server. Now server 2 will check. If suppose server 2 has that web page, so server 2 will respond by sending that information, that web page to the user. Okay, so like this the communication happens over the World Wide Web, over the triple W. In triple W, many web servers are interconnected to each other. So that's why it is called a web. Each page contains, now this web page is a platform. This web page is each web page is a platform, and which contains different types of the information. On the web page we find the text information, graphics information, video information, audio information, and maybe some links to the other web page also, that is called the hyperlink. So whenever we open any website, the first page of the website is called the home page, and at the home page you find different types of the link. Okay, so now this web page uses the HTTP protocol, that is called the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and with the help of this protocol, the transfer of these web pages, of these documents over the internet is possible. So this Sir Tim Berners-Lee, along with his colleague, that is Robert Calliope, invented the triple W World Wide Web. and these both persons are working at a European Council for Nuclear Research that is called CERN in 1990. So today the triple W is the most significant database of the human knowledge. So many information we are accessing from the World Wide Web only. So how does this triple W work? So how this triple W work? So a person who uses the internet uses some software that is known as web browser. So without a web browser, we cannot communicate with the web server. So first application what we needed in our computer, in our mobile is the web browser to send our request for a web page to the web server. Now this browser requests the internet server which contains that document. The browser thus acts as a customer or a client. Means the browser itself is called a client which sends your request to the web server. After receiving this request, the internet host, means the internet server, pass this information to the client. So when this internet gets the information, means ISPs gets the information from the server, they transfer this information, this document to the client because this internet service provider has the address of that client, means its IP address. A network protocol controls the flow in this model. So the protocol used in this exchange is called a hypertext transfer protocol. This HTTP is a set of rules that how HTTP means what? How the information will be uh, exchanged from one computer to the other computers. So they have to put some addresses that is called the source addresses, destination addresses in terms of bits. Like the IP addresses contains of 32 bit or 64 bits. So this depends upon the packet which is exchanged between the client and computer. That is packet IP version 4, that is IP version 6. IP version 4 is of size 32 bit, IP version 6 is of size 64 bit. Okay students, now next is the, we will study about the difference between the triple W and the internet. So what is the basic difference between the triple W, World Wide Web and the internet? So you can see this internet is a network of billions of computers and these are connected worldwide, means across whole the world to share the data and information through various connecting devices like the cables, Wi-Fi, modem, etc. These are the things which you needed to connect one network to the other network. So we will discuss these devices also in the coming classes. Triple W is a set of programs. What web is a programs, standards and protocols which governs the manner of creating and displaying the multimedia files on the internet. That how your multimedia files, how your web pages will be shared from one computer to the other computers. So there is this triple W set of program contains the HTML codes, and such file may contain a combination of text. So this HTML codes part contains text, messages, images, audio, video, and hyperlink only. Okay. Now, second point of difference that internet offers various services. Over the internet, you get the service of email. You can send the email. You can read the email. Chatting. You can use the WhatsApp. You can use the Instagram, and many instant messaging services, forums, research database, discussion groups, telnet, FTP, and many more. These are the services. FTP means file transfer protocol. Some files you are downloading from the internet. So telnet you are connecting telephone network, and many more things are there. And triple W is the one of the services available on the internet. So triple W is a one type of the service of the internet. So internet provide various services, and out of them one service is the what? Triple W, that is the World Wide Web, to for exchanging the web document from one computer to the other computer. So the internet works, third point of difference, the internet works independently of the World Wide Web. Means the working of the internet is not dependent on the triple W. Means if suppose triple W is not there, if any web server is not there, so internet will not work. So that is not true. But triple W is dependent over the internet. Triple W is a part of the internet. So without internet, triple W will not work. Last difference, fourth difference is what the internet uses some communication standard protocol and interfaces to provide the physical backbone for many interesting applications. So there are some communication protocols. That is the TCP, transmission control protocol, is used, and the IP, Internet Protocol, is used by the internet. So these are the communication standards which are used to avail the many internet services. And www, World Wide Web, is a hyperlinked and continuous network of documents. Hyperlink means what? One web page is connected to the other web page. So whenever we click over one link, so the request is sent means we jump from one web page to the other web page. So that is the hyperlink. And this is a continuous network of documents. So suppose a website is containing thousands of web pages. So these thousands of web pages are connected with each other with the help of the hyperlink only. In the HTML also we have studied, with the help of anchor tag, we create this hyperlink. So this is an information sharing model built on the internet. Last difference topic is the internet is administered by the internet protocol. So this internet protocol is used to control the internet services. And www is managed by the hypertext transfer protocol. So all these are the sets of rules that how the information will be exchanged over the internet. So this rules means set of rules that for some destination address will be there, some source address also will be there, that the internet service providers has to manage for the accountability of the users. So whatever the thing you will done over the internet, so who will be responsible? So this is only this identity is means online identity is provided by the internet service provider to fix the responsibility. So this is all for the today's students. So in the next class we'll continue our discussion of the revision of lesson 1, and in the next class we'll discuss about this basic terms of the internet. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.